So we've went ahead and we applied a sheet portion that will terminate into a valley. But as you can see, this valley doesn't terminate at an eave portion. It terminates at an eave portion on the dormer, but on the main roof section here, it stops and needs to come out on top of the rib steel. So your options here, you could cut this as one full length sheet, and you could manipulate and slice in your sheet and have this valley feather out on top. But you run into a lot of issues with how to seal that properly. It's a complicated cut, and it's such a sensitive area. I'm going to suggest we look at doing this in a two-piece scenario. So the sheet we've applied will come to the end of our valley, and now what we're looking at doing is applying an additional sheet. And the idea is we want it now to fit up underneath our valley and slide up underneath our upper steel. Again, we're looking at maintaining that cascading water effect or water shedding effect. But the reality is I've got a rib connection here that is impeding this valley's ability to maintain a flat installation against our roof deck. So how are we going to deal with that? Well, there's a couple of options in here, but one that I'm going to suggest again, we're going to slice this rib down to an appropriate length that'll allow me to slide up this sheet, and I'm going to close this rib on itself, thus making a flat section that will be able to slide up underneath this valley freely. Now that's going to leave me with a slice of my steel. These offcut pieces will overlap each other, but I'm going to seal that with an additional piece of ice and water shield, and that'll allow me to slide that piece up underneath my valley, maintain my rib placement with my panel above. And of course, if this were a real dormer, we would have a sidewall here, so we'll cut away some of the additional steel here that would meet into a sidewall situation. We'll take a look at that now. Okay, so we've gone ahead. We've made our slit in our rib. We've manipulated this down so that we have an underlap and an overlap type of scenario here, and that's really closing that back off. And that in itself is a lot of protection. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply an ice and water membrane here. Now, for our display purpose, I haven't peeled the entire backing away, but you can see what's happening here. This will seal this up completely. I've relief cut out this portion to better slide up under our valley and meet into the dormer situation. And this is the effect. They've created an area now that our steel can slide under our valley. That rib portion is sort of out of our way, and we get to slide it up under our upper sheet. So we'll work at aligning this as best we can, but ultimately you get a very clean look. Our valley is coming out on top of our lower steel. This sheet is going back up underneath our upper steel by several inches. If we wanted to lay some caulking in there as well before we slide that in, we're going to screw this in place, and you'll have a great weather tight seal. This will function for years without any concern.